Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't
Recording
forget
in progress.
Oh, that was out loud. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some cool emotes. In addition to all of that, if you are interested, we do have open slots available in our Tuesday and Friday early campaigns. They both start at either noon or 1 p.m. EST, and we need 2 new players to fire off those games. So if you're interested in joining either of those slots, be sure to reach out and let me know. Lastly, we are still doing our donation gathering for our community, everybody, and we are getting pretty close to our goal. Right now, we are only... Where is it? We are 226 out of 300 to our one shot. So if you're interested in that, be sure to just throw up a donation here on our channel. And if we get $40 before break, I will have to put on the bunny onesie for everybody. In addition to that, we have a couple of other funny things that we are trying to attempt to do. Please change your display name, Wyatt, by the way. And the fun things that we are trying to do is if we get a donation, a sole donation from an individual for 500, then we are going to have that individual also pay for a sexy bunny girl outfit for me to wear for one of our sessions. So, if you're interested in really humiliating me and making me feel self-conscious, that is the best way for you to do it, while also supporting the community. So, I believe that's going to be all my shameless self-promoting. Sorry about the recording thing where it said it. I'm recording this to get the transcripts from all of this for a project I'm working on. So, my bad. Anyways, go ahead and give us that recap, Lucian.
All right. So where we started, we were in the first tower. We had heard about the one evil guy and the other guy who was like a musician. Liara grabbed the tear out of the case that Lucian saw with his like 40 investigation or whatever and gave it to him. We proceeded to the next tower because there were 3 towers on the right and 2 towers on the left, so we went left and encountered some sort of a guardian, and he had these riddles that we had to pass or answer, and we are terrible at riddles.
Yeah.
So I think there were 6 riddles, and we utterly failed at 5 of them. And if you fail all 6 of them, then he like puts everything in lockdown. So we're like, well, we're gonna go to the next tower. We'll be back to see if we fuck up the last riddle. The other tower, don't exactly remember what the other tower was. Oh, it was the Tower of like Knowledge. The keeper of that one like recognized Lucian, and we all got to ask a question, and we gained some insights into what we wanted to know most. Lucian asked about magic and the connections of the realm, and Gabby asked about how she could find a replacement for her in the heavens. Casimir was asking where Dracula was. Bulkhead, I don't recall exactly what he asked, or Owen, or Liara, I don't know. They were all pretty intense answers, and I jotted some little notes down. But then we went back to the last, or that other tower with the questions, and instead of failing to answer the last question, Lucian messaged Janus, his like supervisor god, who found it interesting that he was messaging him because that admitted to Janus that Lucian wasn't in heaven anymore because he sort of created a clone and left him to do his job up there while he came down here and fucked around. Janus thought that was funny because he knew that it wasn't him, but he wasn't going to tell anybody, and apparently he still isn't going to tell anybody. there was some discussion about getting more than just the answer. Lucian just didn't want to press the issue, but Casimir really wanted more stuff. So finally, Janice agreed to open the door to the tower, and we could have one item from in the tower that he chose, and then we get one item in the future and or past, because there's kind of no time to Janice, that we get to choose. So he kind of opened the door, gave us this thing. It was like a giant stone that Casimir was sort of able to carry, but he's kind of burdened by it. And then we all got sort of frozen in time while the planet spun around us. So we ended up over in the Sand of Dreams next to where the portal is to leave Tundris. And that's about it.
So, after you were not exactly teleported, he sped up time so that the plane moved underneath you as it was cycling in order to get you to your destination. You all are standing there. Then we need two. You all are standing there, looking behind you 15 feet at the visage of this beautiful portal leading to some other location behind you, and looking forward at the area you came from. While you're all standing there, Liara, I need you to give me a dex save.
What? Okay. 15.
You hear this sound, and when you look, there is that golden horn flying directly at your face, and you dodge out of the way as it explodes into the snow behind you. I forgot to give you that. My bad.
Throw it back at him.
The hell was that?
It goes 15 feet.
Wait, that's not my voice. I hate this body. I can't do anything I used to do. I don't know why he gave us the horn. Can anyone play a horn?
I can, yes.
Yeah, have we identified the horn?
Yeah, we
Well,
got the
one of you saw the story of the horn. Casimir.
Give me a second, I'm pulling up my nose. I didn't have this open.
Don't worry, there was only about like a session and a half worth of me dialogue or monologuing stories to you all.
Yeah.
Wait, the half that's open. So Casimir for sure has a deviated septum from all the coke.
No comment. Hey, I regenerate very quickly. Well, I used to. Now it's slower. That's the Horn of Safekeeping. If you can play it low enough, or if you're powerful enough, of like a songster or songstress or whatever, you can make essentially an entire continent hear it at once. It's inscribed with all of the languages. There's even little bits of common and Hungro there. I couldn't make out a lot of it, but there's a lot of them all over it.
I might actually need that as the component for this mass sending spell. Just gonna.
Could I cast identify on this thing?
Sure. You identify it as what Casimir just described it as. Though, one important distinction. It is capable of being heard on whatever continent you are standing on by every single creature with an intelligence score of 3 or higher.
So wait, if we use this in the universe, animals are gonna hear it too. There are animals that might understand what we're talking about and show up.
It's called a horn of safekeeping.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, that's
And is it,
interesting.
is it
From
one of those
this
things where
point, for this point on, assume every magic item I'm giving you is a homebrew.
okay.
Just yeah, don't bother looking it up. Y'all are past the Holy Avenger stage.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I'm just like, I just don't see anything where it's written down what it.
well, Casimir literally just said it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. If you want a handout for it, I can just give you a handout. And
I wouldn't mind. Is it one of those? It's like, do you play the horn or do you speak into it?
you play the horn.
I missed it. Okay.
So mechanically, all right. Let me just here. Horn of safekeeping. Requires attunement to a bard.
Oh, it requires him into a bard. You say? Good thing I'm an artificer.
Yeah. That is an expert in horn blowing.
You can be that, can't you?
Can't you just like plug into the Matrix and learn that?
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
can be whatever he wants to be. Like
Technically speaking, I can attune to any magic item regardless of requirement or whatever.
Oh yeah. But I was also like, I'm pretty sure you can just be an expert at horns as well.
Technically, it's not a tool.
Oh yeah, there's a difference. That's musical instrument, not a tool.
Yeah. It's really like my expertise in is really artisans' tools, not like anything.
Well,
But if you make it a tool, but it's also a horn, technically,
you
you're
know,
fulfilling the
instruments are
criteria.
just the tools of musicians.
Guys, I'm telling you, this has to be the material component I've been looking for that mass sending. If it works on one continent, I can amplify it, especially with this guy and the other guy that wants to do the tournament.
You are extremely obsessed with this mass sending spell to an almost unhealthy degree.
Well, the reason I want to do it is one, looks over at Gabby, who seems to be disappearing. She needs a replacement. And if you want every hero in the universe to show up, they're going to show up. Two, a lot of bad people are going to show up and they're going to die, which I think helps us out a lot and solves a lot of our problems.
You should put a fee on it, you know, and then we can sell like merchandise so that we can make our money back from
Oh, yeah,
this.
no, we're making all the money on this. Like,
Yes, like there has to be an entrance fee for everyone to come, even
there's
just
going
the
to be one.
attendees.
It's Electrum only. I'm going to make that very clear.
I don't know.
And then we allow consumables so that I can sell them coke at an even higher price because it's a stimulant.
How much would it cost Joey to hire security where people can't bring their own shit into the festival?
I don't think that's possible.
like they the arena, you can't come in with food or drinks or snacks and stuff unless
Identify food and drink. Always cast that every perimeter.
yeah, like instead of detect magic, detect objects.
Can't you just have like an aura of like destroy food and water or whatever? Isn't it? It's like create, destroy water. Just like
Would you like a corn on the cob? Would I? 5 gold. Just You're muted, Wyatt.
anybody in this tournament would be rich anyway.
Yeah, we don't take gold, we only take Electrum. It's
Except
universal.
5
us.
Electrum.
No, we're taking gold.
No, because we're gonna. All the gold coins have different faces and stuff on them. Electrum.
That's
always
But
fine.
gold
the
is
same
gold is
amount.
gold is gold.
But nobody else has Electrum, so then they won't come.
No, they'll come. They'll literally. I think it would be funny if we bankrupt every planet on Electrum. Because then one. it's gonna be
Destabilize
like
civilizations for the lols. Pure and utter chaos.
No,
Nobody's
what
gonna
we say
notice
is
if you take all the Electrum away.
No, they will, because now the planets are gonna have to remake it. Like they're gonna be like, oh, this is the universal currency now.
No, if you bankrupt every planet of Electrum, then it becomes a worthless commodity because no one else has it.
This is also true. It's going to be. We're gonna see what happens because I think it's gonna hit a peak and then go to zero.
No, see,
Bitcoin.
I
what we
can
do there is we
teach you about commerce and stuff. That was literally one of my domains as a god.
Wait, are we back in character talking? Look, I just
Sort
really
of.
want to get a lot of Electrum in there. Plus, I think it's most conducive for magic. I'm not even joking. Try putting magic against gold. Like gold's good for like electricity. Copper's even better, believe it or not. But magic, Electrum.
How are we gonna start this tournament? We don't have any money.
I have money. I have a lot of.
I have money.
Oh, apparently
I'm
I'm
gonna
only
open
broke.
up a bag of Electrum.
So I do have a question about the Horn of Safekeeping.
Sure.
Since I am technically since I'm a Warforged and don't like breathe, am I able to blow into a horn?
You can make yourself an air bladder.
Yeah.
You have a balloon.
Yeah. Yeah. You
mean,
just
there-
make
there
yourself
is
one
a-
of those like air blower things, like, and just do that.
There is a magic item that's like a ventilate, like an artificial lung.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, build one of those.
There you go. You need an artificial lung to use this horn.
You're basically creating D&D bagpipes because you're going to attach this giant artificial lung to the horn of safekeeping, and then you're going to squeeze it under your arm and speak into the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
You're going to piss off everybody in the universe because everybody hates bagpipes.
It's not gonna be
So-
bagpipes. It's a bag horn.
So, do you guys want to go find that Yeti, or are we just going through this portal?
Well,
I mean, he's causing a lot of problems, and he might have some interesting items. If he's got anything half as good as the thing that the preacher had, we need to get that stuff away from him.
Does anyone remember his name?
no.
Why do we need his name?
I was just gonna scream it out.
His name was Trivros.
Tivros.
Trivros.
Tivros.
Tivros.
Rose? Okay.
I should just stop writing down the way you spell it and write it phonetically.
Yeah.
Because it really doesn't matter how you spelled it. Because I never type it in chat. I always have to try to say it.
Okay. If you guys want to find him, I'll find him in about 4 seconds. But he's gonna be
We
back.
don't want him like right here by the portal
Well, I mean,
in
I'll
the
know where
heroic plains or the heroic plateau. We should go that way.
Casimir, I need another strength save from you.
Oh yeah, because I'm carrying something I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
How big is that thing?
It is considerably. It is about
That's a credit.
10 feet in diameter.
10 feet in diameter.
That's
Also,
one side to
can
the
someone-
other, right?
Yeah.
One
yeah.
side to the other is
That's
10 feet.
big.
And it's a giant circle.
Can someone figure out what this thing is?
At
It's
this
giving me
point,
one of those
Casimir
vibes
has
of
dropped to
this-
one knee, like holding on to it.
Wait, he crit holding it.
Oh, wait, 22. Yeah, at this point, you're still standing there struggling a little bit.
I'll identify.
This is.
Is it a magical thing or is it
Maybe?
just a big lump of? I'm gonna identify.
Hey, he said it was like artifacts that were in that place, not the relics. That is what we agreed on. It should be something magical.
So you're identifying this?
Yes, I am.
Liara, you're screaming?
I mean, they said they didn't want to fight him here. They wanted to go to the heroic plateaus and fight him. But I'm pretty sure he's here in the Sand of Dreams.
You identified this as a functioning broomstone.
What?
Well,
They don't have shitty things stored in that room.
We have... One of the things we need to make our own spelljammer, because this is a broomstone.
So you're saying we can upgrade the ship?
We need more than... Yes, but we do need more than just a broomstone. We do need... For the helm, we will need a crystal rod with about 5,000 gold.
Doesn't the ship have a helm already? I thought the problem was the pipes.
It's
Yeah,
well,
we
the ship's
have a
not
helm.
the ship's not a spelljammer. It's got a it works completely differently.
I could use it to fix. I could turn it into something that fix the ships, or we just make our own ship.
We
Well-
use this to upgrade the ship as it is.
Yes, I think if we're able to get a crystal rod, as well as affix the broomstone to the ship,
But the ship
Mhm.
already had a broomstone affixed to it.
I think it functions completely differently.
The current ship does have a broomstone inside of it, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's 100% a broomstone.
Yeah, because that's how it flies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this just gives things the ability to fly. The crystals, how you like get it to
So-
go planar.
There is something that is uniquely different from the broomstone that you've seen on your guys' current ship, though. It just looks different.
It looks different, but doesn't function any differently.
Your identifies it as a broomstone.
But doesn't tell me anything more.
If you would like to learn more, you can roll an Arcana check.
I would like to look.
I can try to help or cast legend lore.
Well, we could do both. So we'll start with an Arcana check and then go from there.
Guidance.
So you're helping me with guidance?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
can
just
I can
you.
help you.
Oh, go ahead.
34.
Pretty solid.
This broomstone seems... Well, first off, you're aware that broomstones themselves have not been capable of being created ever since the veil was put across the universe itself. The necessary amount of magic just cannot be wielded together, even in your home plane. However, there's many remnants of them that have been found and scattered across the realms, scavenged from alternate reality, scavenged from your primary realities. This broomstone is the most well put together broomstone that has been preserved. It's as pristine as the age of Arcanum when they crafted these things.
Oh my word.
Which means
This is-
if you build around it, it can build possibly one of the best spelljammers ever.
What we have is the single finest broomstone I have ever laid eyes on. It is so well preserved, it may as well have been crafted yesterday.
Only
Which
the
of course
best.
which is of course entirely impossible because it is impossible to craft these anymore.
Well, I mean, considering where we are, it might have been crafted yesterday.
Regardless, if we were to build around this particular broomstone, the ship we could make would be the stuff of legends.
Okay, so it'd be a sin to like use this to just fix our ship.
Yeah.
It would be better to use it. It would be better to build around it. Yes, not
Okay.
simply.
It'd be better to say that we will use our ship to fix this.
Would we
Pretty
put our
much.
ship around this?
Guys, we can decide how we want to make the ship later. We're still kind of stuck here. Knowing this information, you guys still want to go fight that Yeti real quick? Or not even fight it, just teach it a few lessons, like just talk to it maybe. I don't know.
How heavy is this broomstone?
Very.
You think you can just throw it at him and it'll just crush it?
No. Do
No.
not throw the immaculate broomstone, you monumental moron.
I'm just pitching ideas if we want
You're
to
pitching
I
horrible
guess it's
ideas.
more than 500 pounds.
Lucian,
right?
you are fully aware that Casimir can carry 500 pounds. I wouldn't say easily, but barely encumbered. This thing, he's probably not walking while carrying it.
Well, where? Well, we can't just leave it here.
I mean, who's gonna take it?
I don't know. Literally anyone, and then jump through that portal.
They can move it. We should put like a weapon inside of it that's just like stuck there the whole time.
Okay, stop trying to put things inside of this impossibly priceless relic.
I found the
sorry.
Mona Lisa. Hey, let's draw a map behind it. Like,
You are
All right. Well,
nibble.
if we can go after the Yeti, and to make sure nobody steals this, I can cast immovable object on it.
I mean, it's also a case of, do we really need to deal with a Yeti? We can just leave.
Well, he might have stuff that's like valuable enough that Liara can fabricate into other parts for the ship. Maybe he's got a crystal rod. I don't know what the hell he's got.
I can just yell his name. He can come here.
Yeah, the reason we want to go to the Yeti potentially is I believe the guide that we first met said that anything that kind of fell to this place or anyone else that had came here, the Yeti had since killed and had been collecting a horde of stuff.
Okay, I can find where it lives. In fact, I can find its cave right now, but I need somebody to like cast darkness or something around me or hide me. Because he's gonna know where we are.
Why do you want to
I
cast
got
darkness?
this.
You cast
Trust-
darkness? Okay.
No. Wait, just please. I'm gonna put the stone down.
I'm
just gonna-
gonna help you put it down.
all right, sleight of hand check then. Casimir, you're being helped. All right, you lower it down and you have it braced against Bulkhead, who's moving backwards, and you both slowly lower it down to the ground, carefully. As it touches the ground, you watch as the flat side presses, and then there's a spark of arcane energy. I need all of you to give me dex saves.
Oh god.
14 fail. 14 fail. 18 success, just barely.
We are succeeding all these deck saves.
Let's go. Lucian, success. Oh yeah, there's only 4. So, as you see that arcane flash, unfortunately, Bulkhead and Casimir, you two are right on top of the object as it sparks out and hits you. The other two, you dodge out of the way. The two of you that were hit, that is going to be 15 points of force damage, and you both are hovering exactly where you were standing.
They're hovering?
They are hovering uncontrollably in the air right now.
Is the rock on the ground?
It lifted off the ground about a foot, and it's just hovering there.
So it's hovering and they're hovering.
Mhm.
Oh, I think you guys activated it.
Well, can you kick it? Will it move?
With my identify and the Arcana check, do I know how to turn it off?
Usually there's a series of commands that you have to put in place in order to turn it on and turn it off. Apparently, this was never turned off, just the moment it was placed on the proper layer that it needed to be, it activated.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Bigby's hand.
Okay. Which is a strength score of 26, right?
It's strength score 26, and it is a large entity.
So about the same size as the broomstone.
Would I be able to then, with the hand, not necessarily not with would I be able to then, with the hand, turn it vertically and hopefully hold it in place just vertically?
You can try. The hand has to roll an athletics check.
Okay, does it have
I think I see what you're doing there. Would it help if I also cast Bigby's hand?
2 hands are better than 1.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
You
see
know
if
that better than anybody here.
I don't think I'm pretty sure it doesn't have proficiency in athletics, so it's just a straight strength roll.
Mm-hmm.
So it's advantage.
Correct. Yeah, no proficiency, just ability.
Let's see. 24.
Okay. As it is grabbing and pulling, and the other hand got underneath and is pushing, you inevitably put it onto its side where it is standing, and you and Casimir fall down into the snowy drift as it crashes down into the ground as well.
Whew. Okay.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, Kaz, you wanna do this darkness thing real quick?
Well,
And-
right.
What's holding the stone? Is it just the hands are holding the stone right now?
Yeah, the 2 hands are palming the stone as it's sitting on its side. And
So we have to keep it from going flat on the ground.
Bulkhead, on the one side, if it goes down, it will hover, and everything around it will possibly hover. If you drop it onto the other side, it will compress into the ground.
So the other side is safe for it to be on the ground.
No, it will compress into the ground, meaning through
grab it.
solid object.
Okay, so we need to keep it vertical for now.
What if we stone shape like 2 things to hold it real quick?
I can mold earth, guys. Like stone shape, just. I mean, I can
know what I
try
mean.
stone shape, but I don't know. This isn't even stone. This is like snow and ice.
Snow shape.
What about a movable object? Couldn't we just lock it in place vertically for right now?
Possibly.
Does immovable objects stipulate anything about
I don't think
magical
it can
objects?
be magical.
Okay.
I'm almost positive it can't be magical.
All right.
Oh no, it's gonna be no more than 10 pounds.
Oh, then no. Wait, unless you upcast it.
If the object is fixed in the air, it can hold up to 4,000 pounds.
Wait, an object that weighs no more than 10 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the amount of force it can hold up.
Oh, it can hold up to. Okay. Well, shit.
So we can't movable object it at all. Because touch an object that weighs no more than 10 pounds. So we can't make this immovable. But we
Well, a movable
could...
object isn't concentration, so you could put like a couple stones underneath it, and make them immobile, and then put stones on either side. Like basically put a couple stones around it that just hold it in place.
Are there stones? I was under the impression there weren't any stones here. It was ice and snow.
No, it's all ice. I mean, there's the portal made out of stone
Use
behind you.
Electrum.
No, I've got a better idea. I'm gonna get some rope. I'm gonna tie the rope around it
Okay.
in such a way that's it's sort of... I'm not just tying it in a circle around it. I'm trying to tie it in such a way that it is to hopefully support it well enough that with the spell it won't just slip through the rope.
What are you fixing the rope to? The only solid object near you is the portal behind you. Aside from that, it's snow. Like,
Well, I think
No,
he's
I mean,
saying all you
I'm-
have to do is tie the rope around the stone, and
Yeah,
then
and
you
then
mobilize
immovable
the rope.
and then we immovable object the rope.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you are gonna have to upcast that immovable object, but
If you want, and I'll just bring out an immovable rod, you can just use this.
That's a much better idea.
I don't know if that'll hold it in place as well.
Well, how about this? Casimir, you get on one side, and I'll get on the other side with the immovable rod, and whatever side it starts falling towards, we'll hit the immovable rod, and it will just stay on that side.
This rod can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight.
this object is not quite 8,000 pounds. Do
Cool.
any of you have a nickel?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not American.
Do you have a coin that is smooth on its edge?
I actually do not have any coins.
So you can sit it down. That's more or less what it is. It's shaped like a nickel, more or less. You can sit it down, and if it begins leaning on one side, I want you to grab like a pencil or something and try to push the nickel against the pencil and hold it with that.
Oh my goodness.
You understand
Sorry.
what we're doing here, Lucian.
It's gonna roll. I also have an immovable rod.
Now, I'm saying this because one of the two of you is proficient in survival and would know this.
Thing is, the pencil stays straight, and a movable rod you can put like this. You can put it anywhere. It can even float in midair.
But you can adjust
But-
the pencil however you would like, and it can still potentially roll in different directions. So it's
Well,
going to
if
be
I
an
do it-
ability check for you guys to do this.
But if you do it at an angle where it starts to fall and then lands on it like that, it will stay up. That's why.
Well, do that. Put it on the table flat, put the pencil right next to it, and then hit the nickel into it. It slides out from under. It's perfectly smooth on its
Okay.
edge, so it doesn't grip anything.
Let's see.
Now, this is manageable, but I wanted you guys to see why we're going to have a, sleight of hand check from whoever's doing this.
Yeah, I can just upcast immovable object on a rope that we tie around.
Okay, let's just tie a rope around it then. Whatever works.
You just have to like get it around and
All right. I need a survival check from whoever's going to be doing the tying of the object to make sure the rope is tied in a manner that this object will be held by it.
who's good at tying ropes?
I can do it if no one wants to do it.
I can try to tie. I mean, hell. Hey, Casimir, hit me with some guidance. I'll tie it up.
I guess I'll assist you. Yeah.
All right, so you're being helped,
Oh, all right.
and you have guidance.
My son's a
28.
sailor.
Roll a d4.
$32.
Damn, max roll. You managed to get a very reliable sailor's knot around it, and I don't know the name of various knots because I haven't been a Boy Scout for a very long time. So, you do that, pull the rope down to one of the sides, and fixate it down as you cast your immovable object at what level?
Well. So it has to be at least 4th level to carry 8,000 pounds?
4th or 5th
24
for increases by 5. Wait, to move the object. Yeah. 4th level is the minimum for 8,000 pounds.
Yeah, so I'll use a 4th level spell.
Alrighty. As you cast immovable object on the rope stiffens into place, and you can watch the flood of magic all through it as it then touches into the broomstone, which jolts out energy around itself. I need another round of dex saves from all of you.
Use my game advantage.
Damn, Liara, you're good at this. All of you jump out of the way, and as it does that, you watch as the broomstone itself kind of like tilts against the rope but gets caught by it, and the one side of it is beginning to hover while the other side is being held perfectly in place by the rope itself.
All right, we got about 24 hours.
All right, I can find this guy's hideout. Give me 1 second, and I'll know all about the objects when I do this. Casimir, you're gonna have to cover me in darkness. I don't know how good he is about traveling through people's minds, but I don't think you'll be able to figure out what's going on in time.
Well, do we care if he comes here?
Well, it's more just finding his stuff, right? Because he's not gonna bring it all. It's all gonna be in his house.
I don't know if he has a house.
He's gonna have a cave. He's a wampa.
What?
Is a wampa? Is a yeti? What words are you using?
Zodiac's version of a yeti, a wampa. It's a wampa.
Don't force lore.
Force lore. A yeti's small, a wampa's big. This one's big. Okay, Kaz, are you gonna put darkness around her?
Yeah, by darkness around her, Casimir just puts his hands over her eyes. You're in darkness.
I really hope this works. Wait.
I'm just like, Bulkhead is standing next to Lucian and just being like, these are
Yeah, I am giving you like these slow slackjawed, like, seriously? Look.
These are the best scientists your world has to offer.
I asked for darkness. This is
Bumbling
darkness.
idiots.
As long as it can't figure out where we are, we're fine. As long as there's not like noise or something like happening, like there's not a geyser or some shit, right?
No,
there is a portal.
There is a portal that is. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Oh, we should not be near that.
Wait, Liara, what's your passive?
19.
I'll say you have to roll, and let's see if you notice if that's like, because like it's like a white noise, like a whoom, whoom, whoom. Like actually notice, like, oh yeah, that thing's making noise.
I guess. I mean, she's actively saying 20. It's better now.
I'll say at a 20, since it is slightly better, you can hear the whoom of the portal behind you, and that is clearly a.
Let's get away from the portal, unless somebody just wants to make a lot of noise around me too.
Is there anything I have for that?
I would say they are the best
Your
scientists
voice.
they know of on Zodiac.
Hey, you're like, cast darkness. You just need to snuff out so that she can't see. It does the exact same job. You guys are just too focused on magic, can't think of mundane ways.
The difference between wizard and barbarian. Guys, I need it to be dark. Can you cast darkness?
It's just that, okay, she's gonna go where she can't hear anything.
Okay. You travel about 100 feet or so before you can, not even on the cusp of your hearing, hear it.
Okay, guys. I mean, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna use telepathy and connect with the Yeti.
Please roll that in
Wampa.
chat for me. The spell ends if you or the target are no longer in the same plane. Until the spell ends, you and the target can instantaneously share words, images, sounds, and other sensory messages with one another through
I'm
the
also
link,
just gonna
and the
look through its
target
eyes.
recognizes you as the creature it is communicating with. The spell enables the creature with an intelligence score of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your words and take it in the scope of any sensory images you send to it. When you look through its eyes, it is apparently currently looking at this massive ice tower in front of it and taking in the information as he's looking at everything inside, and then it seems to realize it's connected to you.
He's gonna start digging in its brain about where its home is
Um,
and all the objects.
so
it has.
reading the spell, there is no digging. It is you can share.
Oh, I always thought it was just we shared a consciousness at this point.
Unfortunately, no. It is you can share words, images, sounds, and other sensory messages with one another through the link.
But it's like that old thing where it's like, don't think of an elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think
yeah,
of an
you can
elephant.
you can try to get it to do things,
So-
and
Yeah, that's what
Like,
she's gonna do.
Oh, I
She's
wish
gonna
I had a
say,
cave full of stuff.
Yeah. Where's your home? That's the first thing that's gonna. Yeah, because there's no way this thing ever had to deal with telepathy before.
probably not. No. It's gonna listen to what you just said, and you know what? I am gonna give it an intelligence save at least against your spell save DC.
21.
17's a failure. You connect in and you see that there's this very large open plain somewhere nearby that has what appears to be snow yetis. Yetis made out of snow, sculpted by him all around. There seems to be hundreds of them. What
Show me-
are you?
Show me everything you know about this.
What are you? Now you have to give an intelligence save against your spell save DC.
things Liara is bad at? 18.
You failed.
She's not quite sure. So how is this gonna work for what are you?
Well, he's gonna identify. Well, I'm Liara, and that's pretty much what he gets.
Okay. Show me this entire plane.
You get glimpses because his mind doesn't move that quickly to see everything. It's just little blink, 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 blink areas you've been, areas you haven't been.
She's just trying to figure out how to get to his place from where they're at now.
You are in my head. Why?
Steal your stuff. Actually, just see what you have.
Where are you? Give me a int save.
I'm gonna use advantage on this, and she's gonna try to put an image of his home that he just showed her. 15. Come on, you need a good 23. She passed.
There we go. You're here to steal from me. Why? What have I done to you? Do you come from Exandria?
He's gonna get a bunch of images of bad food from Exandria.
So you are aware. I'll make you a deal. You can have everything in my home, but you send me back to Exandria. I need to visit a little homeless boy. And you see the image of Willie.
Willie's not from there. Willie's from here.
He
That's so
doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Okay.
Powerful homeless man.
He is the most powerful hobo.
Cool. Deal.
Are you lying? Because he can sense that.
No, she'll send it there. She doesn't care. Why would she lie?
I need to make sure.
Is Tivros from Exandria?
Yep. Not a character.
Now you can sense that he has a connection there.
Well, because then you can just use Dream of the Blue Veil, and since he's from there, he just appears near where he was born.
Or we can just banish him.
Banishment, yeah.
Yeah, just banish.
Then
Very
you can drop
well.
concentration and bring him back.
Okay, since we're cooperating, could you just tell me how to get there from here? Casimir, you can lift up your hands.
I'm coming to you.
Oh, yeah, it was a trick.
I'll show you. And you can sense he's
it's not-
authentic. Like he doesn't give a fuck about everything else if he can get his revenge.
I don't think you can lie in telepathy because it's like you sense motives and shit. Like you know exactly. What they're
Exactly.
thinking.
Yeah.
He wants
So-
revenge on Exandria.
I'm
Someone
fine
he
with this.
someone he
And-
thinks that is from Exandria.
Liara, you can tell he wants revenge off of some homeless-looking man who apparently helped in the mass slaughter and massacre of his entire clan, and then banishment of him to leave him here alone without
Jeez.
anybody.
Sounds like he's well deserved in wanting revenge.
Clean
Somebody
sheep's
really
a hell of
screwed
a-
him over.
Plain
Yeah.
ship's a hell of a spell.
Sounds like it's entirely reasonable that he would want these things.
And Liara, you also learn about what he was like when he was first sent here, the young, inspired Yeti who just wanted to create sculptures, beautiful sculptures, unlike any other Yeti could ever make. He was peaceful. He was happy.
Perhaps if we help him on his quest, he'll join our crew.
I'm actually very for this. I'm down to have a Wampa on the crew.
So you can sense that he is now approaching over towards you.
Do you know the difference between a Wampa and a Yeti? Me and one of my friends are having a disagreement.
I don't know what the fuck a Wampa is. I am a Yeti. And beyond that, I am Tivros, the plateau's keeper. But that can go away.
Okay, Tim Rose. Wow, your voice is crazy in here. You know you can change your voice however you want to have it fit whatever mood you're feeling.
I am content.
Okay, well, just don't be shocked by my body when you see it. I used to have a really nice one, but now I have hooves.
It sees everything you're envisioning right now. So you sense that it's going to take him probably about 18 hours to track to where all of you are.
Wow. You sure we can't just meet you at your place?
My place is past where you currently are. I'll take you there.
Guys, it's gonna take him a while to get here. And he doesn't want to hang up the telepathy. So, maybe we might have to recast that spell. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe we just get arrested or something. I'll just...
Oh, it lasts 24 hours.
Yeah, but that means we'll only have 6 hours to get to his place and then get back here.
But we can recast it. Like, we have time. We could also, like, if he's gonna take 18 hours, we could, take a long rest.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. We can rest here. Like, I don't know. I'm saying let's just cast at a higher level so it just stays forever, so we don't waste. I'm just gonna do that. Just gonna cast at 7th level and just it's permanent.
A 6.
I don't have a 6th level spell slot.
Yeah, y'all are kind of exhausting your spells right now.
Okay,
Oh, this-
we'll be waiting here. Let's just set up camp or something, guys.
Behind the portal, you should be able to find a circle. You can create a fire within the stones without destroying any of the snow.
I'm gonna
It-
relay that to everyone.
And you'll hear in your head, or you'll see images of the snow itself being connected to individual creatures' memories. Every single memory ever had by any creature is inside of this snow somewhere.
What the hell is that? She's gonna say that out loud.
That is why you don't destroy it.
Guys, the snow's memories. Can anyone do detect thoughts?
That sounds like a terrible idea. If all of the snow is memories, that will just be sensory overload.
That is
Well,
correct.
I'm saying like someone put it in a bag or something and then go through that portal. I don't know if we can get back if we go through that. Never mind.
The memories cannot leave here.
Well, that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm just gonna start heading to behind the portal, start a fire, and set up camp.
All right, do you guys have any wood?
Yeah, with Liara. She's gonna take the memories and turn them to wood.
He warned you about
It's a
destroying
joke, I'm
this.
joking, it's a
Okay,
joke,
okay,
it's a joke.
okay,
I have a
Um,
tinder box
okay. That
and
that can light the wood. Does anybody have torches?
got rations. You could burn those.
True. A potato chip can burn for like 5 minutes or some shit like that.
I have a flaming sword.
I got hemp and rope.
Also, yeah, I have torches and a tin
Liara's
box.
gonna take out that book, Maintenance of Your Clone, that Luna gave her, and turn it into a stack of wood. It's gonna be worth a lot of money too, so it's a lot of
Well, what does Liara think that book is worth?
I don't know how much it's worth. We're about to find out when she turns into
Technically,
wood.
I'll say everybody give me a deck save as you are running away from the massive pile of wood forming around you.
What? Who wrote
It's
this
technically
book?
priceless, and one torch is worth like a copper. Like,
Wow, Liara's on fire with these
I'm
deck
crushed.
saves.
yeah.
Crushed
Bulkhead,
under the mountain of wood.
luckily, you take off running quicker than everybody else. Except Liara, who realized what she did as soon as she did it, and then Casimir quickly after. As the three of you run, hightailing as quickly as you can away from it, you eventually see the wood stopped growing where it was and expanding out from this location.
Wow, that was a lot more wood than I was expecting, guys. It's only
And then
gonna
you
be
realize Lucian's not with you.
wood. Oh god.
Yeah, it was one of those like I thought we were wrestling.
Lucian, it's only wood for 10 minutes. If we don't use it all, it just turns back.
What was the point? You should
Well,
just ripped out one page.
I didn't know it was that valuable.
I will say 15 points of bludgeoning damage, Lucian, as you're crushed underneath the stack of wood.
Just
Can you-
dimension door away.
Can you breathe?
Can't.
Yeah, he can't teleport
Right,
here.
You teleport.
Oh, dimension door doesn't even work either. That makes
How's
sense.
the broomstone doing? Did this push?
Oh, the wood moved around it.
Okay, I guess we just wait 10 minutes. We're gonna have to use something else. I guess I should really read that.
You're just
book.
gonna leave me buried under all this wood for 10 minutes?
Casimir, can you get him out? I would
Get myself out.
I have
Reverse
4
gravity.
Wood goes flying everywhere into the air.
You caught me that spell for my solo.
Fuck yeah. That's a useful spell.
Yeah, I did use it a lot. Okay, I guess we'll just wait for it to reform into a book.
Over time, it does eventually retract into a book.
I guess I'm gonna read this after I'm done resting, but that was wild. Does anyone have anything that's cheap that I can turn into wood?
I told you I have rations.
Oh, this is like the exact opposite what I used to do for Sebastian's horse. I'm gonna take the rations and turn them into wood.
The horse cries somewhere of being forced to eat way too many blocks of carrots.
A wooden apple. Just put it in the fire. Okay.
so.
All right, so we're just got a fire going. We're just resting
Yep.
until what's his face shows up.
Yep.
Tivros.
Diverse. So, are you all taking long rest while you're here? Because it is going to be an 18-hour walk.
Yeah, it's a long rest for sure.
Alrighty. Fast forward 18 hours, and all of you see the massive blue Yeti walking towards you. You see that attached to him is these very interesting looking artifacts draped over his long neck and very interesting gauntlet on his hand that, well, all of you were warned about when you originally came across him. The Thought Thief Claw. As he walks over towards you all, he seems to look around curiously. Which of you... You! Looks over at you, Liara.
My friend. Yeah, this is my real voice.
Weird.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how I got this body. Actually, you kind of figured that out, I think.
You're a fractured soul stuck inside of that form.
You wouldn't happen to have like a horn on top of your head, would you? I can't tell. You're very
No.
tall. Oh.
So, you all abide by our agreed upon situation?
Yeah, we'll free you. Send you to where the Exandria place. The food's terrible there. And you just give us a bunch of stuff.
I don't care about the food. I just want to kill them.
If you give us everything that you have, then absolutely we can make it happen for
The
you.
deal was everything that I hid in my cave. I'm keeping what's on me.
I'd
And what
say
is
that's
even-
entirely reasonable.
Depending on what's in the cave.
It is plenty. Everything that has fallen here since I've been stuck in this place.
Can I eye what he's got on him outside of the claw?
Arcana check.
Wouldn't Liara know all the stuff he has on him since they're still connected?
It lasts 24 hours, that spell?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Then, I mean, he has his claw on him. He has a bead that he swallowed. And he has the necklace around his neck. The necklace gives him additional defenses and hardens his skin from many different types of damage. The bead he swallowed is a bead that gives him resistance to certain types of damage. And then the Thought Thief Claw, which attacks somebody's intelligence specifically when you hit them.
Just explain those things out to everyone. Stuff he has. So, I mean, hopefully there's better stuff at his house. What do you have at your house? Could you just show me?
I'm going to when we get there.
Let's go then.
How far from here is it?
Couple of hours.
All right, that's fair.
Has Gabby disappeared yet?
Yes. She would have told you late last night that she's just going to go back to the heavens and then search for them there while she goes back. Since she has to go there to find the individual anyways.
Yeah, I guess we just follow this guy to his place.
So, you travel with him across this large expanse of absolute nothingness. And as you are traveling with him, you end up getting over to this slightly raised section in the tundra that you would have completely missed because everything is white out here unless you walk specifically over to it. In fact, knowing how to get over here is kind of strange, to say the least. As you get over and he pulls up, you watch as much of the snow lifts off of this large wooden trapdoor that he has, and there appears to be an area inside, and he just gestures with his hand. After you.
Guess I'm going down. Yeah, so everyone else coming.
Right. Is there
Yeah,
any
I want to
reason
and-
why he won't go first?
Because he's holding up the trapdoor.
I was gonna say, yeah, it doesn't seem like he seems like he's on the up and up on this.
I do an insight check.
Sure.
I don't trust this Yeti.
He needs us to get to where it's going.
Who says he really wants to go?
He does.
We won't-
Go ahead and insight. Yeah.
Liara says he says that. 12.
Oh, you can't detect any deception in what he says. So,
Alright.
to simplify it, there's a lot of things in here that are completely and utterly useless to all of you. So, let's make it easy and translate it into gold that you can sell through Liara's shop back in Zodiac, okay? And then the actual useful shit will roll to see what everybody gets.
Fair
alright.
enough.
So,
Sounds good.
the monetary value of everything else, and again, you're going to have this after you send it to Zodiac and then pick it up like sometime later. The monetary gold is around 12,000. Yeah, that you'll have eventually, not yet.
And then on top of that, we can turn some of that gold into essentially more gold by me making various magic items to then sell.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so, everybody, we'll start with Liara first. D10.
We love twos.
So, you find a ring of serenity. The ring bestows tranquility upon its wearer. While wearing the ring, the character gains advantage on saving throws against fear and charm effects. Additionally, once per day, the wearer can cast Calm Emotion spell. Does not require attunement, just requires you to wear it. Somebody roll me a d10. And if you roll a 2, re-roll. Bulkhead.
I'll go.
Oh, Casimir already did. Cool.
I was waiting, but no one was going, so I was like, just shove it in.
Ooh. You find...
Come on, staff of healing. Casimir with a gun.
Topaz Annihilator.
You find the Stone of Dimensional Anchoring. The small, smooth stone can be used to create an immovable point within a 10-foot radius. Once per day, it can be activated to anchor a location in space, making it immune to teleportation, banishment, and planar shifting effects for 1 hour.
It could be really useful if somebody keeps trying to run away from Casimir.
Lucian.
And
needs
that's just an interesting thing in general. It could be a good like emergency like anchor for the ship.
Yeah, that too.
the big. Well, it's only a 10-foot radius, so it wouldn't be everything. You have to be careful with that.
Well, you put that on the anchor of the ship.
The anchor can't move. Dimensional anchor, the anchor. Anyways, bulkhead, roll. Four. Okay. You find the Amulet of Linguistic Comprehension. The amulet grants the wearer the ability to understand and speak any language for 1 hour, once per day. Again,
Why do I feel like
not
Does it
attunement.
require attunement? Not attunement?
Not attunement, no. It's only
why do I
once
feel
per
like that
day.
one
1
was
hour.
forced?
Now is it with
It was
understand and
rolled,
speak?
honestly, but it was added to the list for a reason.
Is that understand and speak? Is that read and speak, and like
No,
understand-
understand and speak. It has nothing for reading. You can understand the spoken language and you can speak it
okay?
for communication purposes. All right, Lucian. 7. Of course, you had to be the odd one out. This is actually hilarious for you. This is actually perfect for your group. Let me. That provides healing. There you go.
Chalice of healing waters.
Ornate chalice fills itself with magical healing water every morning. It can be used to restore 3d6 hit points once per day, or pour the water on the ground to create a small area of difficult terrain that provides 1d6 healing to anyone standing in it when it's poured. The area it creates is a 15-foot diameter. Or sorry, 20. 15 on one side, 15 to the other, so that's 30-foot diameter, right?
Yeah, it's 15-foot radius, 30-foot diameter.
And it's based off of where you're standing, so you're the center point.
So Lucian found like a super weird healing potion.
Sure.
Kind of potions. That's a healing potion.
So,
And
these
then
are...
Should we roll for Owen as well?
Yes, actually. Good call.
I will roll since I am technically controlling Owen. 3.
Do. Whoa, you all right there?
Yeah, no, that was just my phone falling.
A cloak of ethereal steps. When the hood is pulled up, the wearer can briefly phase into the ethereal plane, allowing them to pass through solid objects and ignore difficult terrain. This ability can be used for up to 1 minute per day.
Was that kind of like the Robe of Stars, where you,
Well,
like,
Robostars lets you.
as an action, you go into the ethereal plane?
Yes.
Robostars lets you shift into the astral plane.
Oh, astral.
What-
We actually really needed this. This is how we kill that friggin' shade thing.
I don't
No, you
think
can
that
just-
I don't think it's ethereal. It's otherworldly, which I think the key to destroying it will be the binding stones. I don't think ethereal will being in the ethereal plane will make much of a difference. I think binding stone will be the key to that. I'm gonna try to get my hands on.
Need to make some binding buckshot.
I'm gonna try to get my hands on some binding stone to do some experiments.
It might not work against that, but there has been other things that we have consistently had hide in the ethereal plane. Like
Yes,
the mage that we had on whatever the world was called, Solemn.
yeah, it is certainly a useful item that would allow whoever uses it to be able to fight on the ethereal plane without worrying about the unpredictability of something like Blink.
We'll wait until Owen's back to discuss it, but I would very much like that one.
Well, what do you have to trade again? Dimensional
I got
anchoring.
the dimensional anchoring stone.
It's a good one. And then comes the last really good object. You find in their possession that there appears to be... Oh, wait, no, that object is completely useless because one of you. Never mind. So, the last object that they have in here is a cloak. Cloak of the Chameleon. This enchanted cloak allows the wearer to blend seamlessly into their surroundings, granting advantage on stealth checks to remain hidden. Once per short rest, the cloak can be activated to cast Disguise Self without requiring concentration, allowing the wearer to transform their appearance for 1 hour. Additionally, while the cloak is active, the user can mimic sounds they have heard accurately, making it an effective tool for deception and espionage. Also non-attunement. But I will reiterate that you can only gain the benefits of one cloak at a time, so you're not sitting there with like 30 cloaks on top of you and having all of the effects at once.
Could
Well, I think
check
I'm
some-
the only one who wears a cloak.
What were you saying, Cass?
The ethereal one, is it a free action to pull the hood up?
It is... Every object like that, it's always an action to pull the hood up, and then it's a free action to pull the hood down. So, at minimum, every time you use it, you use 6 seconds.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyone want this ring?
What'd you get again?
Just advantage on fear and charm effects, but she has insane charisma. I took resilient charisma, so she's like pretty set on that.
Yeah. Random loot, guys.
Well, I'm an elf. I already have advantage against fear and charm. Or no, just charm, not fear.
Just charm, not fear. Halflings have fear. Elves have charm.
I mean, I don't know if anyone needed it, but if not, I'll just wear it.
The Yeti will hold his hand out.
No, dude. This is payment to get you back home. Anyways, we gotta head back to that portal if we're getting you back home.
Very well. Well, I warn you, I cannot go through that portal.
Why?
Because it rejects me whenever I attempt to get near it. For humanoids, it seems to turn on only when a specific thing happens.
Okay, so
Well,
I can turn you into a human.
Only temporarily.
No, I mean forever.
No.
I mean, I can also...
Do we know if Banish would work on this plane?
It won't work on this plane. We have to have him go through that portal.
I mean, I could also just turn you into a cat or something.
Temporarily.
Yes.
yeah, I mean, it would and wouldn't be temporary. Like, it would be permanent, but we could undo it.
I could also turn you into like a vase.
Well, it only works for humanoids near it. The moment monstrosities get closer, it turns off.
So let's
Well,
turn-
it's either we turn you into something else in a semi-permanent basis, or, I mean, I've got some stuff that I got to come back for, but it's going to be a while.
Wait,
We could
Wait a
get you up later.
wait a second. I need you to show me the pieces of the portals you broke. I heard you broke them. Like there was more than just that one.
Yes, I went into a bit of a fit of rage. When
Where
I
are the pieces to those portals? So we can fix them and
when
maybe
I
go somewhere else.
when I came out of my rage, they were gone.
They just weren't on the ground. Did you eat them?
I don't know. I blacked out.
It could also be a side effect of the destruction of the portal. It could have, disintegrated the actual structure of the portal. Either way, that's entirely irrelevant. Let's turn him into something that can get him through the portal so that we can then send him home.
Since I can cast polymorph at will, I'll just turn him into a cat.
He did say humanoid, right?
He did, but as of now, she doesn't want to use a 9th level spell, and if
Sure.
a cat works. Yeah.
So,
Okay, buddy. I know you want to be a person, but this isn't permanent. It will wear off a couple hours. Let's just go. I don't want to use a high level spell on this.
and I'm
could just
assuming
throw
you're
the
doing
cat-
this when you're closer to the portal, not
Yeah.
2
this is
hours
close.
away. All right.
And we could just, throw the cat into, a bag of holding.
No?
It's gonna die.
10 minutes? No, because then,
I mean, technically, I could cast air bubble on it and then do it, but it's still.
Falling through
I don't know
space.
if polymorph changes his, essence enough to go through the portal. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
So if
there's
he's
only one
technically
way to
not
find-
here because he's in a bag of holding, then maybe we can get through.
I mean, there's only one way to find out, and yeah, I like the idea of putting it in a bag of holding, but I don't know how does that work. There's no bottom, but cats always land on their feet. You think he'll just start spinning?
It's gonna be a perpetual motion.
It'll be a pissed off kitty when it gets out, is what it'll be.
Yes, we're about
it's
to have a crazy experiment.
It's a real strange occurrence for someone who doesn't breathe to sigh heavily.
Okay, let's go through this portal. Does it detect-
I'm going to cat before we put the cat into a bag of holding. I am going to cast air bubble.
Thank you for
On
taking
the
that
cat.
spell.
I'm cast air bubble on the cat so that it can breathe inside the extra dimensional void.
Okay.
What?
Well, there's 10 minutes of air in the bag of holding either way. Well,
What
that's
was
10
that?
minutes for a person. Cat will probably last like an hour.
Well, regardless, this is 24 hours worth of air.
There you go, even better.
That's like 48 for a cat.
So what happens as we put the cat in the bag of holding?
You put the cat in a bag of holding.
Does it start spinning or is it just falling
No,
perpetually?
We don't know.
Oh wait, no, your bag of holding's not working here. You open it. It's a bag.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, hopefully this works going through with the cat. Does the portal stop working as we walk with the cat?
As
Well, the
you
bag
get
of holding won't work, so.
as you get closer with the cat, you do watch as the portal shuts. Its power closes off. I would like a perception check from all four of you. Liara, it was not the cat getting closer that caused it to shut off. It was when Casimir took a step too close, it shut off.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
God damn it, Kaz. I gotta turn you into one too. Good thing I'm really good at this. I'm gonna turn you. Kaz, what animal do you want to be? It sees you as a monster.
You do have to concentrate on them.
He has dual concentration, doesn't he?
Yeah, she has dual.
Perfect.
I don't know what Liara is anymore. They
Me
have dual
neither.
concentration. Okay, Kaz, pick an animal.
Turn him into a
Myself.
bat.
Bat. I don't want you to fly away. So somebody get a hand on Kaz because they have their own mind of their own, and they start to go animal mind when you do this. That's why I picked the cat because we can easily grab it. If I put him into a bat, he might just fly away.
All right, I'm ready.
Going to bite.
Turn him into a bat. Such a
Wait,
bat.
what?
And are you willing, Cass?
No.
All right, charisma save. 17's a failure. Yeah, you're a bat. And Bulkhead's holding on to you.
I have a bat in my hands.
I'm biting him.
You're biting armor.
Metal gauntlets on metal hands.
Yeah, like
If anyone here is built for
Bat
animal
snaps.
control.
yeah, it's definitely Bulkhead.
Okay, everyone just threw me a bat.
Did
So-
it reactivate once he turned into a bat?
It did. However, as you approach, you watch as a shimmer of magic goes over top of it.
What, is someone scrying?
It appears to
Can't tell
be
what-
some type of magical arcane inscription. Bulkhead, it is unfathomable to you. You don't understand what any of these symbols or anything could possibly mean.
Well, it's been hours since we.
If only we had a necklace that let us understand language.
Well,
It's-
I said
I can't read
Bulkhead.
it.
Liara and Lucian. It says, to breach through here, one must be of mortal quality and creation, meant only for those of non-construct apparitions. Please select which images are of houses.
God damn it. Bulkhead, you're really not gonna like this.
Do you say what it like? You relay what it says.
Yeah, she's gonna relay what it says.
Technically
There-
speaking, I am an artificial humanoid. I am not technically a construct.
Do you want to test this? Because like we could send you try to go. through
Lucian and
first.
Liara, you can easily see which of these images is houses. There's 3 of them out of the 6 images.
Are any of them like on the line where it's questionable? When...
No. The programmer of this was actually good.
Okay, should we have Bulkhead do it or should we handle it?
Bulkhead, can you tell which one is his houses?
Purely for the meme, Bulkhead, no, you cannot.
Okay. It's like,
They're all blank.
It must be some type of arcane script of a forgotten age.
I guess we just click the houses.
Dook, dook, dook. The shimmer moves away, and all of you can venture inside. And when we get back, you all get to experience the frigid, freezing cold waters that you are all now standing inside of. We'll be right back.
after we broke, we were like, oh, we're gonna have to retcon because we wouldn't have just left that broomstone behind.
So Casimir is now holding on to the broomstone.
Or
Yeah,
we just like dual Bigby hand it, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Get it out.
Bigby hand. 'cause,
yeah.
like,
Dual
who's a
Bigby
bat?
hand can handle it. Not a single one, but two could handle it. Yeah,
I need to be bat, so I couldn't be the one carrying it.
true.
Unless it would shift with me into bat form. Because
No.
it counts as gear.
Broomstones
carrying
actually
it.
cannot be magically altered. Fun little fact. But hello, everybody. We're live again. Before we jump back in the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to all of that, if you are interested in joining any of our games, we have open slots for a Tuesday and a Friday early campaigns. We need 2 to 3 players to join in on the action and fun. So, where last we left off, you all had ventured through the portal, through to the other side, instantaneously hit with this biting cold that shocks each of you as it happens. This water in this region makes you able to feel your blood pumping through your body right now. You feel it beginning to harden as well across your entire beings. And the moment you appear in this vast, incredibly large ocean, you all need to roll me initiative. He's going to have a minus because he's cat. Oh, no, cats are 16, right? Nice.
Wait, what?
I said everybody roll me initiative.
No, I mean like cats are. What do you mean by cats are 16? They just get automatic 16 initiative type thing, or?
No, 16 for their dexterity. Right?
I have no idea.
Let me look at it. Cat. 15. All right, -1 off his initiative. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. As soon as you appear on the other side in this frigid ocean, Liara, you are instantly feeling the cold depths of this location. 5 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Con save
Spell.
for both of your spells.
Oh, she was gonna drop it on Casimir immediately.
Okay, con save on Tivros then.
Okie dokie. Let me put it at advantage. Constitution save. Public roll 23.
Okay, you maintain it.
Um,
What are you doing?
alter self penguin.
Okay. You are now... And Ultra Self is not concentration, correct?
It is, but she does it at will. So yeah, it's concentration.
Okay. And you have dual focus, correct? Which means
Yes.
end of each of your turns, you have to give a con save to maintain concentration on both. Which means
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have to
15.
not get a 1.
I mean, he's gonna probably get injured by this cold and turn back into a yeti. So that's fine. She's gonna, yeah, the alter self penguin, because that's her favorite form, and hopefully that's warmer.
Mhm.
And swim through the ocean towards the top.
Okay.
I'll follow the bubbles.
There we go. Wait, you're proficient in survival?
Yeah, she is.
Then you begin... bloop, and follow. Tivros's go. In his yetied form, will look over at all of you and he points at himself, points at his fingers, and then points over at the broomstone. Do any of you speak giant?
Nope.
Okay. None of you understand what he's attempting to communicate.
I I can't activate the amulet yet, but okay.
No. He will swim over towards your stone and put one hand underneath it and start pushing with the Bigby's hand. Following after Liara. Lucian?
Yeah.
5 damage?
So. Okay. Oh, I got a 10. Bigby's hand is still up.
Let's go.
5 damage. So he's pushing Bigby's hand to the surface.
No, he's grabbed the underside of the stone and is pushing with Bigby's hand up with Liara.
So he's not pushing the. So he's not pushing the stone to the surface.
He grabbed the bottom of it and is swimming while pushing alongside your hand after Liara.
Okay.
So he's adding support to it underneath, since heavy objects in water are notorious for being much heavier.
All right. And. We came through the portal, and now we're all underwater.
Correct. You are
So we
fully
didn't-
submerged. It is freezing waters. The current is fairly strong, but you see Penguin Liara going upwards.
Yeah. So. Well, I gotta maintain concentration on Bigby's hand. So yeah, we'll just go that direction. I guess I'll just swim with
Alright.
I will, direct the Bigby's hand to push.
Which is an action or a bonus action?
I believe it's a bonus action to direct the hand.
Okay. I need you to roll an athletics check with the hand with advantage, thanks to the assistance of the Yeti.
Let me just double check. When you cast a spell and as a bonus action. All right.
Yep.
So I'm rolling. Well, I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Plus the
I don't
strength of
know
the
what-
hand, 2 d20s. You're at advantage.
Plus the.
Roll again.
The strength of the hand is plus 8.
Is it?
I think. 26. Strength 26 is plus 8.
26 is plus 8. That is correct. So that is going to be 15 plus 8, so 23. You are pushing it along. Your hand is moving as quickly as it can, and, well, luckily the Yeti seems to be capable of swimming, so it is moving with it as well. And you're able to dash and immediately catch up to Liara, because if you don't have a swim speed, you're at half movement speed. Liara, as a penguin, has a swim speed equal to 30.
Yes. And what? Oh, I'm trying to. Where the hell is that thing? Oh, here it is. Okay, I have the augment of water command. It allows me to cast control water at will. Will that help me? What does control water do?
Yep.
So it's an action.
Redirect flow?
Redirect flow. Yeah.
Yeah, you can push everybody in the direction Liara is
Yeah,
currently
we'll-
going.
Redirect the flow.
Oh,
Or no, I won't. Or yeah, it's an augment, so it's not my concentration.
Correct.
It's the augment's concentration. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, there's something I can do here.
So,
I found this thing forever ago. I've never used it because it was completely useless when we found it. It was like a random thing, and we were like, "Ooh, great."
unappreciative assholes. Anyways,
No, that's why you hold on to it until it's useful. It's
For-
useless until it's useful.
2 years later, it becomes useful. Anyways,
Hey, man.
you all are gaining an additional double your movement speed while you are swimming towards the surface. So, Liara, you're swimming at 60. Everyone else is swimming at 30. Now, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's action bonus movement.
Bulkhead. 5 points of cold damage.
Okay, let me roll concentration. Uh, 27. So Bigby's hand is still going.
Mhm.
I will also use my bonus action to use Bigby's hand to move the broomstone up.
Mhm.
Do I also make a strength check for it?
Yep.
So again,
Also with advantage. This thing is monstrously heavy, so you do need a lot of oomph to keep pushing it up.
18.
You're not really... Your concentration on it seems to be waning a little bit when you're focusing and commanding it to keep pushing, and you seem slightly out of sync compared to the Yeti and Lucian's hand.
Okay, how close is everyone to me? Is everyone within like 60 feet of me?
Currently, yes.
Okay, I am going to, so let's Kaz, Liara, Tivros, Lucian, and Owen. Oh, I need to, do I have access to, I need access to Owen's character sheet
Very well.
so I can roll initiative for him.
Oh, yeah, you never rolled. Yeah.
But I'm going to, with a 4th level spell slot, I'm going to cast Air Bubble
Mm-hmm.
to give Liara, Tivros, Lucian, Casimir, and Owen an air bubble. Not concentration, lasts 24 hours. You can breathe.
Doop.
Yeah, it's filled with fresh air. Yeah, so you guys can breathe. Because every spell slot above gives 2 additional globes. Yeah, okay. That's enough. I don't need to breathe. I'm going to, with my winged boots, that they don't need an action to activate. Would I be able to use my flying speed while underwater?
I'd say it would put you up to a normal walking speed for you.
That's fine. So I'd be up, instead of difficult terrain, I'd be at my normal speed.
Of 30, and plus the help from the control water, you're at 60.
Okay. I will go over to the... I've already used my action and my bonus action. But with my movement speed, I will, with Tivros and the big bees, I will essentially position myself to also help move with it.
Okay. What's your strength score?
My strength score is 14, but I also have the armor of magical strength that I can use a reaction to add my intelligence to the strength save.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good. If it falls, you have a fighting chance of catching it.
Yeah, so it's a strength. When we're moving it, it's a strength save, or is it a strength check?
It is a strength check to carry and drift it, but if it were to fall, it is a save to catch it before it slips through.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Action, bonus action, movement.
Casimir. 5 points of cold damage.
Yep. Is water difficult terrain?
It is considered difficult terrain, yes. Or, no, water is an additional effect. It is not difficult terrain specifically. It is an additional effect that has limitations based on the terrain. So, magical items and things that say you ignore difficult terrain, water is its own substance. Water has its own rule sets.
Well, it's mobile. And that if I dash, I ignore difficult terrain.
Yes, that would help if this was considered difficult terrain, though, because water is its own entity specifically. You would need athlete to swim.
Okay.
So you're at
Oh, nice.
half and then doubled, so you're back to normal. Which for you is 40, 50?
55, and then I'm gonna dash. Dash is the action, and then doubled from the redirect flow, so I'm just gonna torpedo up 110 feet.
You do have that other special effect you have.
So, which one?
The teleport? That ignores
That's what
everything.
I was going to say. It's like, can I feel that is like? Can I feel that it's back?
You
that
can
I'm no longer
attempt.
held down.
You can attempt to use it while you're here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's one of the first things I'm going to do is just immediately shift.
Yep. With a crackle of lightning through the water, you jump upwards.
So much better like this.
So-
And I just want to look around. Is there anything around?
Well,
about us?
are you using
Anything?
your action to dash, or are you using action to look around?
To dash.
Okay, then. Next turn, you might be able to look around. So, everybody. Top of the initiative order. Liara, 10 damage. Oh, wait, no, you're Penguin.
Owen.
You're immune.
Yeah. Owen.
Oh, Owen? You rolled for... Yeah, Jesus Christ, okay. Here we go. Where's Owen? Did you ever roll for Owen? I don't see him.
No, I forgot. His initiative is 8.2.
All right, well, let's
So,
drag... He's on the map, so...
Yeah, let me. Can I do this? He had a 10.2.
Perfect, so he would go after Casimir. So go ahead. What's Owen doing? 5 damage first off.
I think he's just going to swim upwards.
Okay, and he dashes. All right.
Just one.
Liara.
Seeing them all behind me, I'm gonna do it right where who's in the farthest back.
That would be Bulkhead, who's helping support, as well as Tivros.
I'm gonna reverse gravity. 100 feet up, everything just flies immediately.
100 feet?
Yeah,
And you've all traveled 60 feet minimum at this point?
yeah.
Okay. You all go flying upwards, but you're still not quite at the top yet.
Okay, and immediately after that, I guess dropping concentration on reverse gravity. Like immediately when I get to the top. And she's just gonna swim 60 feet forward towards the surface more. I wonder how that works with water. It's like it would go up, but then it would disperse sideways. I don't think it would come back down, but it fills back in after the fucking concentration's done. So just a weird thing to think
It's
about.
very weird. I'm saying it just shoves you up towards the up direction of gravity, and then that's it. Like objects in the area, not the water or the air itself, you know?
Yeah, it'd be like a fountain. Like it would go around and then go back. Yeah,
It's
keep
best
going
not
back
to
in.
consider real world physics in this game, or else we have a
Magic,
lot of
bro.
problems. Because magic, yeah. So, that's the end of your go?
Yeah, I guess I'm officially moved 220 feet up.
Oh, for you, 220. Okay, you've reached the top at 200 feet. And when you get there, you touch, and your hands are pressed against solid ice. You don't see above the ice. It seems to be covered with snow.
Okay.
But that was your action, movement. You got 20 more feet that you can travel around with and see that that's pretty much what you see immediately.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alrighty.
Do I see? Yeah, that's perfect.
Tivros will keep helping and pushing upwards. Lucian?
I will do the same.
5 points
I
of
will
cold damage.
keep-
Con save for
Alright.
spell.
Good.
Good.
And 5 points of cold damage. And I will repeat the reverse blow and keep pushing everybody and going up to the surface.
Alrighty. You keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and around this point, you're at... Your first round was 60. This round is 120, plus 100, so... Wait, 60, 160,
20.
30. Yeah, you would get to the same point before your action is used that you would be able to see the ice above that Liara is currently flapping against. But you do still have your action.
Oh, I
180?
still have my action.
Yeah, but he can see, like, dark vision elf.
Okay. Fuck.
Yeah.
Who's in front of me?
Liara.
Just Liara?
Casimir would be slightly behind you after this round of movement.
So I can see that there is
Ice above your head.
fucking ice there.
Yep.
All right. Well, can I shoot a fireball underwater?
You can certainly try.
Fizzles out.
Everything down here gains at minimum resistance if it goes off. But no, magic fire can happen instantaneously. Nothing will ignite underwater.
Yeah. I just think what can I use to like bust the ice?
Oh, I can speak because you guys have air bubbles.
Yeah.
I have a plan.
So do I.
Fist.
This thing's heavy.
Yeah, I know. That's the only reason why I haven't just dimension doored to the other side of the ice wall. I gotta stay within so many feet of Bigby's hand. Crap. Yeah, I'll shoot a fireball off to the side so it doesn't hit anybody and see if I can bust some of the ice.
All right, roll the damage.
It's worth a shot anyway. Other things take my concentration.
A little bit of ways away, there's a explosion over there where you saw the ice got pushed up and disrupted, but not enough to shatter it quite yet.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty.
I saw that, so maybe they'll head that direction. I don't know. All right, that's my turn.
Bulkhead.
How far away?
10 damage at the start of your turn.
10 damage.
Each round you're under frozen water, the damage doubles.
Con save 21.
You're still good.
You only had me take 5 damage the second round.
Oh, I thought I said 10. My bad.
I still made my con save.
Yeah.
How far away from us did you make the spot with the fireball?
I mean, just far enough where it wouldn't hit the people in front of me. So probably, it's a 20-foot radius, so probably 30 feet. Just to the right of where I see Liara and Casimir.
Okay, so in that same sort of spot, but closer because the radius of this is half as big, I'm gonna cast Shatter.
There you go.
Alrighty. Roll the damage. This damage is not halved.
Yeah, I don't have
Magical
pulse wave
object.
prepared.
Automatically. So it's 3d8. Oh, that was low. 11 thunder damage.
Alrighty. As the shatter goes off, you all look at that area where the ice gets blown upwards, and then it begins cracking across on either side. Now I need each of you to give me dex saves to avoid the falling ice debris on top of you all.
Ice floats.
Yeah, I was gonna say ice floats. Yeah.
So an explosion inside of a area like this causes some of it to partially submerge and then begin falling. Or at least that's what I wrote into my physics, so there we go.
Do I have advantage as a penguin, or am I just like?
Penguins have advantage to dodge ice. That's reasonable. That's...
I mean, shatter isn't necessarily an explosion. It's just like a sonic wave, kind of.
Yeah.
There are
And what you are trying to do is destroy the ice to create a breach for you to get through. Explode it outwards.
That's fair. Okay. We're
I'm
doing
gonna
dex
use
save?
my game advantage.
22.
Good
We
shit.
love 22 in this group. Can we all get a 22? No.
No, we can't.
Okay. Lucian, you sink another 30 feet as one large chunk lands into your chest and pushes you downwards. Everyone else, you manage to avoid the bulk of it to not lose any of your elevation down here. So, Lucian, you're going to have to spend a lot more movement getting around that chunk.
That 26 was for Owen.
Oh, yeah, I figured he'd be okay. But is that the end of your turn, Bulkhead, or do you have more movement?
I'm going to my bonus action to use Big B's hand to head towards the breach we're making.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do another roll. 24.
Alrighty.
And then I will be moving with the broomstone.
Perfect. You all continue pushing up and forward ahead. Casimir, 10 cold damage.
Yeah. Check it. Just gonna look around in here, see if there's anything.
Roll me a perception check.
I'll use game advantage for this.
We're in hell. We're under Levistus.
Looking around where you were down below where the portal was, there did appear to be a lone structure, a what looks to be maybe a floor that has sunken into this vast body of water that you find yourselves inside of. And when you look at that and around, there is more ruins out here. You imagine at some point in time there was, in fact, some type of community that would live on top of the ice, but it sunk ages ago, and now this portal is, well, unused and unnoticed or unrecognized. There's nothing around it whatsoever.
Want to explore this. Just heading on up 55 feet.
Alrighty. And for you, that'll get you to be able to break surface. Climbing up on top of the ice, exhaling and seeing your breath in front of you. Looking around, you appear to be in a vast, large, open, snowy driftland. But you know that this land is on top of ice, over top of some type of body of water. Owen's go. 10 on him.
that. And then Owen will also spend time. He actually has a swimming speed as a hippo, so he's gonna.
Oh, then he's surfacing right now without an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll surface as well.
If only we would have known that.
I didn't. He has a thing here that says speed. I didn't notice that it said swimming speed until now.
Yeah, it's fine. It's your first time having to play for him. Alrighty then. So, that's his turn. Action, is he doing anything?
Maybe spending time. How well clear is the breach?
There's a lot of floating chunks of ice out here, but it's wide enough that all of you will be able to get through it relatively easily.
Can he climb up on top of, get out of the water?
Yeah, with his primary movement, since he has a swim speed, he's jolting up there.
Okay, then I think he'll...
The hippo. He's not good with the cold, but he's great with the water.
I was gonna say he'll prep a shot, but his powder's probably wet right now.
It's magical. It doesn't make that. It's fine.
And he'll he'll look around on the surface to see if there's anything out, any danger around. So
all right, perception check. Yeah.
26 again.
Looking around, at first it appears that this area out here is completely barren. Nothing whatsoever, but after a couple of moments of looking, there appears to be a light coming from up inside of one of the mountains very far away, about halfway up it. It looks like a campfire of some kind. There's at least signs of civilization out here.
Okay.
Alrighty. Liara, no damage because penguin.
Just does the same thing Owen did. Just swim up to the top and fly out of the water onto the ice.
So, huh?
I'm gonna say, see anything cool?
Owen can point for you.
Yeah, he'll point and fire on the mountain.
She's asking.
Ruins below.
Ruins below. Immediately gonna unshift from penguin form, and you see her just fall through the ice. Not like not through the shattered thing, but her body goes. I don't know how to describe it.
Phases.
Form, I guess it phases through. Yeah, I'm using mislead and just going straight down.
The Yeti seems to be watching you as you pass by him.
Dash, everything just straight down. It has double speed, so 120 feet immediately.
Is mislead concentration by any chance?
Yeah, it is. She dropped alter self.
Okay. So you're going down towards the portal. Cool.
Yeah, she's going down there.
Alrighty. Tivros will move up, helping with this large stone, and is readying himself to have somebody pulling while hopefully a Bigby's hand supports him underneath and he pushes. Lucian.
Okay, so I got knocked back down under some ice, and I gotta keep moving forward. Is that?
That is correct. You were pushed down by the ice on top of you. You dropped another 20 feet.
How far am I from?
Oh, this is your third turn, right? 20 damage.
Yep, that's right. Just gotta beat a 10.
Easy. You are now about...
How far am I from Tivros?
20, 30. You're 40 feet from Tivros, 50 feet from the surface.
Well, I'll keep pushing with Bigby's hand. And, fuck.
So are you going to be the support of Tivros, or are you going to be the dragger?
Well, I'll be the support at this point, I guess.
All right. So your hand moves underneath Tivros's legs, giving him support as he's trying to shove upwards.
Yeah. And then, seeing the surface, I will dimension door to the other side of the ice.
Blink, blink. You're up there. Bulkhead.
20 damage. Con save. Yeah, that's.
You're good.
Bigby's hand to get the stone
Out of the water.
out of the water.
Go ahead. You're being assisted.
25.
Good enough. The hand grips onto the stone tightly and moves, sliding it onto the water or out of the water, and then you see the Yeti's hands perching up on the side of the shore, ready to pull himself up.
With my movement and action, can I help him get onto the ice?
Absolutely. You are going to have to use your spark because he's really fucking heavy.
Yeah, so it's a strength check.
Athletics.
Yeah. So this. Oh, that might not actually be good enough with armor of magical strength. With armor of magical strength, that's 16.
You're helping him. He's like half surface now and crawling, but he's a big guy.
I'm also flying. Does that make any difference?
For elevation purposes, yeah. It's just you're trying to move somebody who probably weighs close to 5. Wait, no, he's huge. So, yeah, closer to like 700 pounds. Like you're giving him something to support himself with as you're pulling him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's action, bonus action, movement, because I'm effectively close enough to the surface. Plus, I don't need a brace. So I'm not worried.
Casimir. Wow, it's snowy up here.
Miara just fell through the ice in front of you.
So wait, that's your invisible self is falling because you can look through it, right?
Oh, the illusionary self falls. You can look through the illusion and it goes down.
Yeah,
You
the
are
you
invisible.
who's invisible. Okay, never mind. He's not watching the illusion. Like he saw it, but he's not caring.
Oh yeah, no, Liara is invisible, and all I see is the illusion jumped and went into the water.
No, it like phases through the ice, just falls backward. You've seen her do this like 3 times. She did this in the
Weird
tower.
magic photo.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to do the same thing, but at least let me. I'm just gonna like start like hooking some of the belts of this armor back on, so it's a little bit more supplied. I like secure, so that I can go swimming.
Alrighty. So you start donning your swimming armor. What
Yeah.
category of armor is it? That'll tell us how many minutes you need.
It was a breastplate.
Breastplate takes, I think, like 30 seconds. Donning armor 5e.
Yeah, that's fine.
Scroll. Scroll
Imagine donning or doffing armor at slower than an action.
Yeah, right.
Imagine needing armor.
Breastplate. I mean, breastplate's fairly simple to do, so... Oh, wait, but it says heavy armor 10 minutes, not specific.
It's not heavy.
Yeah, that's medium, which is 5, but that's also, for breastplate, that is completely unreasonable. I'm going to say 30 seconds when you're trying.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's
He probably has
unstrap,
it on. He's just not
unstrap.
using it.
Yeah, unstrap, put it over, strap, tighten, strap, tie. When you're rushing, you can get it done in 30 seconds.
Yeah, so he's probably just going to do that.
Yeah.
Stick that armor on, just so you can swim.
Especially since you don't care about the chafing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And then Owen. Well, actually, I suppose at this point, everybody's more or less out of the water who could be taking damage, so we can leave initiative.
Yeah, we're pretty much all over the water.
Alrighty. So, as Tivros breaches up towards the surface, he looks over at the stone that he has a hand on and looking at it strangely on its two sides. Oh, broomstone, right?
Correct. It's particularly
Pristine.
yes, it is. I used to make spelljammers for a living. This is by far the most pristine piece of broomstone I have ever seen. And that's why we're so, at least I am so intent on keeping this intact, because this is extremely useful.
I met a group of people that worked on spelljammers. Or what I found out to steal them.
What kind of people were they?
They called themselves the Astrobite Plundead. They found their way onto Tundras and, well, lied to me about being there on accident. They tried stealing what I have, so I took their heads.
Well, enemies of the vampirates, and an enemy of the vampirates is a friend of mine. We had a run-in with those bastards ourselves.
Vampirate. You have to be kidding about that name.
We didn't really know their official name.
Is that why they bit me?
Yep, they're astral vampires, essentially.
Huh.
They massacred the rest of mine and Owen's crew and destroyed our ship. At least we think that's what happened. We're not entirely we never really had bodies.
When I talked about them, they talked about their home a lot. Morons told me where it was.
Where is it? If you don't mind me asking.
It's, at the edge of the Trillian cluster. You, being somebody... Wait, are you the one proficient at Spelljammer flying?
Oh, yes. I think Owen is. I think both Owen and I are. Because, my background is technically shipwright, but I'm swapping, water vehicles with space vehicles.
Yes, exactly. That's what we allowed. So the Trillian cluster is on the blind side of the heavens, outside of the shade, around here. It's a cluster of drifting platforms that at one point in time used to be worlds, but for some reason chunks of their land drifted into the astral itself. It's a cluster of what used to be a civilization or multiple civilizations of various worlds.
Okay, so it's they're from the Trililian cluster, which is near shade.
The
Near
blind
shade.
side of the heavens, most importantly. The heavens does not shine upon that area of the universe, ever.
Yeah. He's the Bulkhead is going to, as an action, doff his arcane armor.
Around the same time Casimir's done getting his on.
Yeah, well, particularly he's gonna then use prestidigitation to dry himself, his armor, and anyone else who wants to dry off, because it's, we're in the middle of a frozen wasteland, so drying ourselves off is pretty important.
For all of you that want to survive, that is correct.
You're gonna hear a noise saying, "Thank you."
You're not sure. I don't know if you know.
Do
what
I have
I'm thinking
any way of knowing or determining where we teleported to?
If you have proficiency in navigator's tools, you could look at the sky and try to figure it out. The DC is fairly high.
I don't know. Navigator's tools?
Damn.
Both Owen and I are proficient.
Wisdom. Navigators with wisdom. You both may roll. Or one can help the other. Because that's kind of how you guys built yourselves.
Is Navigator's tools considered an artisan tool that I would have expertise with?
Correct.
Okay, let me just triple check that. Yep, okay. So he's going to help me. And I'm going to do it with wisdom.
Guidance.
Let me put guidance on Navigator's tools, wisdom. Let me make sure we have advantage on. Uh, 31.
So, that does hit the AC of it. Looking up at the sky, luckily it's mostly clear where you are. There's different astral bodies out there that you can start to discern even during the daytime, and you start taking out your tools, pulling out your map, and trying to navigate through to figure out exactly where you are. And it would appear that you are more centralized in this realm, or more centralized than you were previously, and by your best bet, you're probably on some type of pseudo-plane near Exandria, not exactly on Exandria.
Okay. Would we be technically in the since we're on a pseudo plane, would we
Sorry,
technically
a smaller plane. It's one of those planes that are so small you kind of just write it off.
Oh, okay. It's still technically a different plane, so we're not in the astral sea. We're on like a small ice moon, essentially.
Yeah.
Like Titan, I think, is kind of like this.
Sure. We are on Pluto. No, it's actually Uranus.
Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus.
I've got a question. I mean, so the planes are like planets? Like, are the planets like planes, like plane shifting, that kind of thing?
Yes.
Or are we in the astral sea that we can use teleport to go from one place to another?
No, you're on an actual plane of existence. It's not something that you can just teleport out of. Yeah. This is a plane. It's just a very small one that usually doesn't warrant much attention from anybody. There's many places within the universe that have been relatively unexplored thus far.
Do boats, are they considered like spelljammers and such? Are they considered like planes? Can we plane shift back to our ship?
They are not considered spelljammers, but if you get into the astral, like the actual astral, not like you phase into it, but into the astral, you can teleport onto it, no problem. It is a fixed location out there.
So we would need to
If the anchor's down.
We would need to plane shift into the astral sea
To teleport.
and then teleport to the ship. But
Okay.
first, we would need to send Tivros home.
Correct, Liara. Teleport cannot break the atmosphere.
It's not like how it works in like the Prime D&D Forgotten Realms stuff, where like all worlds are part of the Prime material realm, and you can teleport between worlds.
Yeah, no. This is slightly different, but it makes space exploration much more interesting.
Yeah. Instead of dealing with crystal spheres, we're dealing with like planar boundaries.
By the way, Liara, as you are falling down over, or watching your illusion fall down over onto the first platform where the portal is, you watch as the portal itself is not emanating with any amount of magic or essence around it whatsoever. It, in fact, looks completely inert from this side. Though you know it isn't, it just looks it to you right now.
Okay, she's just gonna start exploring the ruins, I guess.
All right, roll me an investigation.
Woo!
Don't wake a Leviathan this time.
It was already down there going crazy. Investigation, things a Yara sucks at.
Correct.
A 19.
Oh, that's not bad. Looking at it, these ruins look like they would belong to a type of civilization that would have been magically inclined. Individuals that aspire to magecraft as well as artistry. Very similar to that of Library back in Zodiac. There is an older feel to this architecture, however. It seems much more generationally gapped by everything that you physically have experienced, but somewhere in the recesses of your crafted mind, you can kind of sense that there is something vaguely familiar about the architecture. Its style, not really it itself as familiar, but the style.
You guys are just gonna hear a voice. You can probably start to figure out where it is.
There's a very magical community that used to live down here. They probably have some secrets or something. Maybe you're interested in that, guys. For some reason, it looks familiar. I wonder if my nose is bleeding right now.
Casimir, you smell the distinct fragrance of blood and look over at a spot on the ground where it just dropped.
My Kaz isn't here right now. I said BRB.
Oh.
Um,
Did you type that in the chat? Oh, need 10 minutes or so. Okay, yeah. Anyways, it's fine. Owen will call out to you all. Guys, that campfire just went out.
What campfire?
The one that was
Owen-
up in the mountain that way.
Yeah, Owen mentioned there was a fire on the mountain.
They would know like an extra dimensional space thing they could do and just hide us. I'm gonna keep exploring.
Looks at Lucian.
I mean, sort of.
We're off Tundras. Can you mention?
Well, it's not gonna hide her. Him. Because
She's invisible.
what?
yeah, misleads.
Things can see through invisibility. Like if we just like go in there and leave you out, you get the shit beaten out of you.
Yeah.
If they can see through invisibility, we
You're
don't know.
leaving blood on the ground. We all see it.
Gives him
Someone
a
clean up the
fighting
blood.
chance.
Someone clean up the blood.
It's in snow.
Somebody,
Eat
somebody
the snow.
move her. You can
Eat
pick
the
her up.
snow.
Pick
I
her
mean,
up.
I can.
The Yeti will go over and it looks like he's cradling something right now. Liara, you feel your body was physically moved.
This is weird.
I mean, do we want to just leave, or do we want to see what the fire's about? Do we want to explore this area? Like, what's the plan? We got to get the broomstone back to the ship.
I really want to see what's in these ruins. There's definitely something magical here.
Her nose is
I-
bleeding.
I
We need
bet
to
there's
help her.
water in the ruins.
Yeah, this is too dangerous to explore. We have more important things to worry about. Plus, we know where this is. We can come back if we want to.
When the ship is fixed.
I don't know. I guess I just don't see the rush, guys.
Neither do I. I don't know why you're rushing to explore underwater ruins
'Cause we're not.
in freezing cold water that will kill us.
Don't worry, I have a plan for that. If I find something down here, you guys won't be affected by the cold.
Okay, let's just go back to the ship. This is pointless.
It would take me 6 hours to get us directly there, unless you guys just have a different spell to get us to the astral.
There's such a thing as plane shift.
Yeah, I
He
can.
doesn't have that.
I can plane shift us into the astral, but I have to use flash recall to learn plane shift, and then I don't have the ability to learn teleport today. If you have teleport ready, I can plane shift us to the astral, and you can teleport us to the ship.
I do. You sure you don't want me to, since we're, down here to look at it?
We can come back later.
I don't think we ever will come back.
Well, that may be true.
So, as you are exploring Liara, you have, I assume, been investigating this whole time
she's
while they were
walking
talking.
around,
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
down
yeah.
there.
Moving from one platform onto another of these sunken areas, they seem to be connected by physical structure going down into the depths, and you do not see where the depths really are. You are completely blind to it. However, you do see that there appears to be, well, this one platform that has what looks to be like a cell, like a jail cell on it. And when you look inside, there's what appears to be a couple of sets of armor that have completely frozen and been preserved thanks to the water here.
Guys, I just found some really cool armor, but it's in a jail cell. It's in a cage. I'm just gonna walk through the cage.
The Yeti breaks off some of your cloth and starts dabbing at your nose. Seriously, does her nose just bleed and you guys don't care? Is that a thing? I would like an
does
answer.
it when she does weird magic stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's taxing on her body.
All right.
What does the armor look like? I guess it doesn't. I don't know what kind of check I'd do to examine this.
If you would have blacksmiths available,
Not at all.
Can you see?
She can, yeah. She
Yeah.
can see everything.
everything through the illusion's eye she can see.
Yeah,
she
but
doesn't-
I mean, is there light down there?
How far does it go? I mean, it was
There's
only
a
200
little
feet
bit
down.
of light. You're only about 200 feet down, which means light is fading, but dark vision is bullshit. So
Oh, I thought she didn't have dark vision.
satyrs
No,
don't
I
have
had
dark
the-
vision.
Satyrs don't.
Oh, she's-
But I had to change. I had to change some things.
Oh yeah,
I
you
have a-
changed your transmuter stone.
Yeah, my transmuter stone gives it to me. Gives me bullshit vision.
Yeah, Liara's build is build a different D&D character every 5 minutes. Just
Transmuter is ridiculous.
It's fun. It's a good one. So, looking at the armor, the best that you can tell is it is very old, very timely. It looks militant in nature, but that's really all you can discern. It doesn't seem like exceptional by any stretch of the imagination.
Do I see anything? I guess I'll keep looking around. I guess.
All right, continuing your investigation.
Stone or like anything magical.
Everybody up top, what are you guys doing?
Still trying to convince her to, like, her nose is bleeding, which I'm assuming she would think is concerning.
Oh no, she knows why.
It's like we need to get to we need to A, get Tivros home, B, get to the astral, C, get to the ship. Like, I still don't understand why we're continuing this farce with exploring the ruins.
Okay, fine. I'll be honest. The person that made me was from here, or something like that. I don't understand why, but I recognize it.
Again, we can come back if it's that pressing. We have more pressing matters, which is getting back to the ship and fixing it.
Oh, one thing at a time. Lucian, can you send our friend here, Tilveros, home?
Possibly.
Do you have banishment? If you don't have banishment, that would be kind of funny.
I have banishment. I was anticipating getting off the planet, so when we rested, I relearned my teleport spells.
Hey, push comes to shove, that's an easy way to get out of here. Banish yourselves back to your home planes.
Then we'd be scattered to the winds.
Yep. And then 1 year later, you all finally meet back up.
But don't we need Tivros to help carry the stone?
No,
Who's carrying the stone?
We have Casimir, and I could probably help lift it with my mind or something.
So, between Kaz and Bigby's hands, you can carry it. He was trying to help you guys keep it out of the water and get it out of the water, because
Well, Bigby's hand lasts a minute.
I thought it was an hour.
No.
Are you sure it's not 10 minutes?
No, it's
It's a minute.
Oh, yeah, I mean, then it's going to be rough. Casimir can hold it. He just can't really walk
That's what I mean. We
that
need
much.
both of them to move around, and we can, once we get back to the boat or into space or whatever. I don't know. But that's the only reason why I haven't banished Tivros yet. I'm like, well, we need him to help move this stone.
Okay, give me 2 minutes, and I'm out of here. I'm just going for wherever I think a burnstone or anything like magical documents would be.
All right. You let yourself fall down, knowing that the structure that they are precariously sitting upon, if it has a bottom, might have something, if it's not touching whatever floor is there. 2 minutes of sinking goes by. And you do see that there are more of these platforms, and in fact, as your illusion is falling, you start to see that there's these aquatic-looking creatures down here, very far down. They appear to be elven in nature, but they have these gills attached to the sides of their necks. Many of them have tritons on their hands, in their hands, swimming around on guard, and others have what appears to be a few spears, long ones. All of their armor seems very well put together and made as well, and they seem to be working as a community to do something around their homes.
He said they looked like elves. I'm going to speak in Elvish.
Okay.
Hi, friends.
One of them snaps their attention, holds up its triton, and you see a spark of electricity.
I'm going to try to dodge out of the way to make it look like it didn't go through me.
Yeah, you dodge, and they don't release. They're holding it ready. What are you? In Elvish.
A traveler. Guys, I found people. You're going to hear.
They look at you. Hair. You have
Oh, no,
hair.
I hate this body. It's horrible. Look at these hooves. It's like having a big toenail. What are you?
I am a Triton.
They call themselves Tritons. I've never heard of these things before. They're obviously some backwater species.
You're saying that physically, not illusory, right?
Yeah, physically.
Okay. And it. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
It paddles up to where you are and looks around. You are not like the other land walkers.
As I said, I'm a traveler. I'm more here to see the glory of your city, your empire here. I saw your cage up there with a cool armor.
Yes, the land walkers. They used to have a home above us. We sunk it. We
Why?
drowned them. Because they imprisoned us. They enslaved us. But we took it back. They thought they were greater. None of them could even survive minutes in our waters.
Did you loot the city or did you leave it?
That was ages ago.
Oh. Well, did you get anything cool?
We've kept many artifacts from their history.
Is it like a museum? Can I see them?
They are held by the elders.
As a traveler, can I meet them?
That
How
would-
long does Mr. X last?
An hour.
Okay.
This is only about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of a ridiculous spell when you actually read through it.
Concentration, though, we can just slap her.
Pinch her. Ow! And just-
I mean, just telling you guys what's happening. I made contact and they're showing me their stuff.
That would be
Apparently
between
it's
the
not-
elders. You will remain here and we will go speak to them. Ensure our safety. Ensure you are not like the other landwalkers.
I promise I'm not, but I don't have a lot of time before I disappear and go back to my home place. Like, I'm only here to learn.
Then you can come back and find your answer. Our elders do not work on your time.
No, I understand that. I'm saying, like, maybe just bring me with.
That is not allowed. You are not permitted into Atlantis.
Guys, the city's name is Atlantis. I swear that's from a book or something.
Called it. Welcome back, Kaz.
Well, okay. I guess I don't think I'll ever be back, but if I do come back, I have a meeting ready. I don't know.
Are we banishing Tibros?
Lucian?
I was gonna wait
Fair
until we
hold, yeah.
teleport into the space.
We are coming back eventually. Gotta explore Atlantis. Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know Atlantis is here.
Okay. Thank you for all this knowledge. I guess I'll be back eventually.
When you arrive, drop kelp with rocks. We will know that it is you.
Understood. You may call me Liara.
You may call me Fishhook.
I like that name, Fishhook. Is there any way I'd ever be able to be like one of you guys?
We do not have any rituals to transform you. We were born this way, thanks to the gift of the goddess of creation. We chose to live amongst the sea, and we have flourished despite our momentary setback of enslavement.
Oh, I'm happy for you guys. Okay, bye. I guess I'm gonna drop concentration. She's just gonna disappear.
Just not even an air bubble, just gone.
Wow,
That was crazy, guys. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Tivros is kind of like holding you with one of his arms.
Yeah, I get nosebleeds when I see familiar places. I don't know why that place was familiar though. Okay. Everyone bring it in. I can either put us directly on the ship, or are you using that plane shift spell and I'm just teleporting us?
Well, you can put us directly on the ship if you want, if that works.
It will take 6 hours.
Well, no, let's not do that then.
I'm
All right,
in a little hurry for my revenge.
I mean,
I hear
Come
you,
on.
man.
Come
All
on,
right,
man.
let's all get together. We're gonna bamf into the
He'll,
astral sea here.
he'll place you back onto the ground, Liara.
thank you.
All
I
right,
don't think you-
Casimir and Tivros, you have to be holding the broomstone. It's got to be like carried, or else it won't come with us.
I'm holding it. I'm holding it.
All right.
Tivros will
I'll help
assist you, so you have advantage on your saving throw to keep it up.
Let's do this. Plane shift.
Wait, is this it? As you shift away, you arrive floating in the astral sea. What would have been your fixed location around in the astral that you wanted to hit? When you plane shift, you can envision a specific location and you get within relative distance of it.
Well, it's my understanding that we just needed to be in the astral.
Mhm.
So just above where we are. Like, I mean, I would be envisioning somewhere near the ship.
Okay. So, you arrive where the ship was last, over Tundras. You look around, and all of you are floating out here, and you don't see the ship immediately. But then, Liara,
I'm gonna look at this fucking bottle I grabbed from the ship and then teleport us. Everyone touch each other, like make a circle or something, so you're holding the broomstone as well because he's on the other side. Are we all good? I can't see past the broomstone.
we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, teleport.
And you all arrive back on the ship, where you see Dushemi is currently lying down on this reclining wooden chair he has with these long open area for his legs to prop up on, and he seems to just be strumming his guitar with his hat pulled down, relaxing.
You're not gonna believe the day we had.
What the hell? Oh shit.
Look at this bad boy. We can upgrade the ship or make a new one. I think Bulkhead said it's better to make a new one with this thing.
What the? Y'all are back. You've been gone for a little while. Starting to get a little concerned about you. Who's this
long's
big
it been?
furry fella? Oh, about 2 weeks.
Thought we were gone for like 2 days.
There was a time jump of an additional day, so 3 days.
Yeah.
You guys thought you were gone for 3 days.
No, that's what Lucian said. Like, I
Oh,
figured there was
okay,
a time. I was like, oh, I thought we were gone for like 2 days, 3 days. Jeez. That place is fucked up.
Right, horrible. Y'all are aware there's a big furry man right behind you, right?
Yeah,
What?
man, we found him down there. He's cool.
Oh.
Also, won't be here for long, right? We're gonna let him go home.
No, we're
Nope, and
And banish.
so are you really want to go get your revenge, or do you want to like come with us and hunt the fucking vampirates?
Yeah, man. Revenge never ends well for anyone involved.
We'll probably end up on Exandria at some point. Then we can help you get your revenge.
he'll look over at you, Liara, when you say that, because you are the only one here who actually knows what happened to him.
I'm just saying, what if he does the same thing again?
I've prepared myself against that.
Okay, I believe in you. It's just
He
revenge never ends,
deserves
I feel like.
death.
Let him pursue his own ends. He deserves that much.
All right. I thought you would be a worthy member of the crew, but if you gotta go, you gotta go.
After
You
I'm
trust me?
Sure. But after I'm done with my revenge, if you all need help in the future, I have no love for that land anymore.
All right,
He's gonna
cool,
kill
cool.
them. He's gonna go kill that whole group.
He only
Do
wants
you-
Willie. The group can survive
you-
if they just give him Willie.
I mean, if they know where he is, I don't know where.
And to be fair, you have to remember, they have Kuma, right?
If he's still there.
If he's
leaving.
still there. And most importantly, they have Silverin. And despite all memes, he's
I
an
thought he left.
archdruid.
I thought he left. I thought
He left them, but he's in Uthadern right now. Where
I'm
this
just
guy
hoping
wants
it
to
doesn't-
go back.
I'm just hoping he doesn't find go appear in near Dorzen or Prissa, or they're dead. They're just dead.
I think the two of them could escape. But anyways.
All right.
Made
Well,
by
do you have anything personal that you could give me to so I can get a hold of you or find you?
He reaches up into his necklace and he pulls off a tiny little figurine made out of straw and hands it to you.
All right.
My mother made that.
It's very nice.
That's considering what you said happened to your family. I will take very good care of it. I will
You-
use this to get in touch with you if we ever are in Exandria or after you get your revenge.
You all are the first humanoids I've talked to that haven't betrayed me. And he'll stick his hand out for a shake.
I will shake his hand.
I will also shake his hand.
I have a question before I shake his hand.
Yes.
So is it just one hand that it's on? Is it like two?
Thought Thief
What does it
Claw
look
is a
like?
single hand, and it's on his right hand, the one he's going to shake with.
You know,
Jesus.
I
Yes.
will shake his hand and just a very long shake, just getting, a firm grip just to make sure.
Oh, you
Well,
want to
if
see
you're
how
looking
strong
like-
he is?
Well, so that's the thing. I'm going to hold very tightly and then look at Lucian send him.
Oh my god, I want to see how this
Okay.
Of holding on to it. It could be an accident.
I-
Send them, but I'm saying
I need a sleight of hand check from you, Casimir.
oh, well, what I'm wanting
Yeah?
is strength.
Because he's trying to
Because I'm
hold on to it.
holding.
Oh,
on to
you're
it, I'm
trying to
giving
beat him in a contention of strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's not intentionally, but I'm giving him a firm handshake.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I have
yeah.
a firm grip on that thing.
100%. Yeah, no, that's
The warriors thing. And
absolutely.
then as the banish goes off, oh, look, I'm just happen to be holding on to this.
All right, oppose athletics, the two of you.
I'm raging.
He's a Yeti.
Nat 20.
He might be a smart fucking Yeti, but he's a Yeti.
Dude, if you get that 22,
Oh, 22 would be huge right now.
22 or not
I
20?
need a 22, but it would help. Definitely help.
Come
better
on,
odds for that one.
let's go.
Advantage.
Yup.
I
Roll.
will use an inspiration.
From who?
You roll. I will use your inspiration for this one.
Oh, for your joke? Good joke.
Yes.
God damn, if you use my inspiration to steal this object.
yes. To reroll this.
I was just saying how we didn't betray.
Oh.
36. Banish him, banish him, banish him.
Get him out of here!
Oh. And this is the only game I don't have any inspirations in.
Dude, you just saved Willie's life.
As you are holding and squeezing the object, you get it to a point where, like, his hand is beginning to get a little crushed under yours, and he looks questioning at you as you have, like, an involuntary half smirk. As bloop, he disappears, and you are squeezing the Thought Thief claw. I will say, as punishment, the claw does pierce your skin.
Okay.
You will take 1d6 intelligence damage.
This could kill me.
It did not.
No, it's fine.
You lose 1 from your intelligence score permanently.
Holy shit. You just saved Willie. That's insane. And
Aw.
Dorson and Prissa and everyone else.
We have made an enemy.
13. I
Hey,
don't think I noticed what he was doing.
You all look at Casimir as he's just holding on to the claw and
Wow. That was the craziest thing I think I've seen in a week. You said we were gone for 2 weeks.
Fucking A, man.
Hey, it just happened to come off. Like, I have a strong grip, apparently he didn't.
Oh,
Maybe he wanted
jeez.
us to have it.
Yeah, maybe it was like another gift for getting them here.
I could bring him back. Should we ask him?
I think it's alright. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Hey,
jeez.
you didn't want me to kill him. It was the best thing I could think of.
thanks for not betraying me, guys.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I think that's what I got planned for this session. We're gonna call it, and I'm gonna give you guys a handout for the Thought Thief Claw, which is honestly one of the more ridiculous items I've ever made. I'll see you guys next week.
Level up.